Hi all, my name is Judy West and I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. Hi all, I've got a nice card for you today and it's quite a simple one. We're using heart shapes to make flower petals. So if we open that up you can see that they're just little hearts folded in half. Okay, so you can make this card any size and any shape. You can make it rectangular or you can make it square, and you just vary the size of your heart that you cut out to give you a larger or a smaller flower. You could even have a large flower with a little one hanging off the side if you wanted. It's very simple, whatever you do. So here's, and any colour you like too. Makes it quite interesting. So here we go. You have a A5 card and you fold it in half. You have two pieces of cardstock. One, because I've got a coloured card, I'm going to stick white on the inside to give me something to write on. And if you've got a credit card handy or some sort of card, this is my old driver's license. It just helps you to spread the glue out underneath that paper and get a nice even coverage. And then we do the same on top on the front of the card. Could tape this on, you wouldn't have to necessarily glue it. Just make sure I've got a bit more in the corners there. And we stick that on the front. Try and get a nice even border around and do the same thing. Spread that glue out, give it a nice coverage. And also the card won't sit as bumpy, have ridges in it. Okay, now you need to have 6 heart shapes. So what I did first is, there's lots of different ways you can do a heart. You could cut it with a die. You could draw around the inside or the outside of a shape with a pencil and then cut them out with scissors. You could use a punch to make your hearts. It doesn't really matter what shape the heart is, as long as all the hearts on the petal are the same shape. A quick and easy way to make a heart, and I'll just show you on this, is to fold a piece of paper in half and draw from the fold line half a heart. And then when you cut that out, you end up with a full heart. Okay, and you could do that and then use that as your template to draw the others, or you could just freehand them all. It's up to you. Okay, but I've already cut my hearts out for sake of time, and I'm using double-sided paper so that when they flip up a little bit, you're seeing a different colour underneath. It just adds a bit more interest instead of plain white. So what you do, once you've cut your hearts, you then fold them all in half, exactly down the middle, and score them with a bone folder so that you've got a nice sharp fold. Now I've decided I want the dark colour on the outside on this card and the lighter colour on the inside. I didn't stick to the lines exactly. So when you flip it over, yep, that's right. That one's sticking out a little bit. Okay, now the other thing you can do is you've got a green piece of paper. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll work out where the center of the flower is going to be. You have a pearl, a half pearl, or you can, anything you can use, anything you want for the center of the flower. I'm using a half pearl. I put it there, but I don't glue it, and then I put a petal on 3 sides to make sure that those petals don't go off the edge of the flower, or off the edge of the card. And that lets me know where approximately I can stick my flower center. And then I can position my pearl in there. And I know that when I stick these up to it, they're not going to go off the edge of the card. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make a stem. And I'd like this stem to sort of come not straight, but just maybe at an angle like that. And it needs to stop at where the white stops there. So cut it across that way. And then I'm going to do a nice curved line. Now, there we are. I have my curved line and it fits there nicely. All right, now, so I would stick that on. Okay, there we are. Okay, the other thing you can do is just draw, on this one I did grass, and I flipped the paper over so the grass was a couple of different colours. On this one, I cut out a petal. Grass is just long, thin pieces like that in different directions, different thicknesses, different heights. Petals are just 2 curved lines that touch at either end. Curve, curve. And you could do them at a couple of different sizes too, so that they didn't look exactly the same. Either way, I've already pre-cut 2 petals on this one, and I'm going to use that side of them. So I could also, if I wanted to, stick them on, but I won't. I'll do the flower first. The ones opposite each other, the straight line goes straight through. That straight line there continues through and out the other side. And then with this one, if you've got that there, then this line would continue through and out the other side like that. Get them relatively evenly spaced around the flower. Now then, don't take the petals off to glue them. Take them off one at a time to glue them, so that you can maintain that spacing. Just a little bit of glue on one petal, and let the point hit the center of the pearl. And then when I'm gluing the next one I would glue would be the one directly opposite it, so that I could get that line looking as though it's going in a straight line there. So there we are. We have your petals on, and now we would just, I think I'd put the larger leaf on that side and the smaller leaf on the other side, not directly opposite each other, so that just creates a little bit of interest on its own. And then the last thing we need to do is put the writing on. Here we are, get well soon. That'll make a nice get well card. And seeing I've got 3 words, it's always not easy to get 3 words to line up exactly. I'm not going to try. Soon. There we are. Get well soon. I think I'd feel better if I got that card, don't you? wouldn't you? There we are. So this one I've got the stem going that way, that I've got the stem going that way. This one I've got leaves, this one I've got grass, different sentiments. This one, the rounded edge is going that way, that one the rounded edge is going that way. I've got different coloured papers and cards. It's also easy to see, there's Get Well Soon Straight. There's another little one with Happy Birthday, and it's a square card. There's so many things you can do with this little one. And scraps of paper again, and just simple shapes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time. Bye.